What's going on, guys? We're out here again on Pokemon Showdown. Told you guys I'd be back, and I am with a slightly better team than last time. I actually spent most of today building this, and I actually came up with a really cool team, a really cool Regenerator core. Tangrowth's not a Pokemon you usually see in OU, but I really like how it works with this team. And also, Charizard X is another Pokemon that's really... I guess I don't feel like it's underrated necessarily, but it's just not used a whole lot on the ladder. But I feel like it definitely should be. It's really good in this metagame right now, especially like the offensive Jolly version, which outspeeds Landorus to a +1. So I'm not going to spend too much time talking about the team, so I'm just going to get a battle and show you all how it works. So it looks like for this team, we've got like another... So this looks like a hyper offensive team. This is probably like Belly Drum, Azumarill. This might be like dual screens. So I think Tornadus is a really good lead. Tornadus is just really disruptive, as you saw last episode. So I can probably like knock off this thing's Light Clay, which is most likely what it's carrying. And Charizard is looking like a pretty nice win condition, but he makes a good play of switching in Charizard now. And like, see, like my own team doesn't have anything to deal with this monster, so I kind of just have to Hurricane. As it's Charizard Y, so that's not as big of a threat anymore, as he unfortunately burns me. I really don't want to risk going for another Hurricane, and I really want some Regenerator back. So I don't think I'm gonna get a chance to set up rocks again anyway, so I'm just gonna go for U-turn and go into my Garchomp as he actually hits himself with Confusion, which is really unfortunate. So now I'm gonna get up my rocks. The great thing about this Garchomp is that like it helps against Bird Spam, and Excadrill can't spin on it, which is amazing. And like Latios and Latias can't really defog on it freely either. Like they have to go for Draco Meteor. And, like Jirachi's my switch-in for that, and that's also like my switch-in for Fairy types. So he's gonna go into a Zelf here, as I can just go for a Dragon Tail of my own, as I end up pulling him into his Garchomp. Unless he has Outrage, I'm not really afraid of this either. Yeah, see, he goes for Dragon Claw, and that doesn't do a lot at all, and I can just go for my own Dragon Tail. Did it faint? No, it didn't. It's at 18%. And like here, if he goes into Excadrill and tries to spin for... Oh, actually, okay, I drag him out into his Charizard. I didn't notice that at all. So, I guess now there's not too much reason for his Excadrill to spin. I kind of want to save this for Death Fodder, but... Actually, no. I'll just fodder it off here. So he actually goes for the Dazzling Gleam. Really interesting. This thing is also base 150. Okay, so this is a Stealth Rocker. In that case, I'm just going to go ahead and get some more Regenerator and go for U-turn. And then, what'll I do? I'll probably just go for a Rapid Spin after that, as he actually just goes into Garchomp. Pretty interesting. Yep, I'll just go for a Rapid Spin here. This might be Scarf, actually, now that I think more about it. But, if it's not, then I actually just get a Rapid Spin kill here. That's pretty funny. And my Tornadus will pretty much just be alive again. I'll be able to U-turn on anything and get my Regenerator back. So now it looks like Tangrowth just takes out most of his team, as he goes back into his Elf, probably just trying to get rocks up again. But, as he unfortunately wins that tie and gets up his Stealth Rock. This could be Scarf Drill now that I'm thinking more about it, so... If he goes out into that, then... Yeah, that's looking like Scarf Drill. I'm just gonna go into Tangrowth and then go for Knockoff, because... The Gothitelle is feeling really scary right now. Okay, so he goes for Rock Slide. Not a problem. I can just go for Knockoff on the incoming... Yup, that's exactly what I was fearing, because he could have tricked me into Knockoff, or whatever move I decided to go for. He decides to just go for Psychic. Unfortunately, I don't finish him off with knockoff because... man, that's unfortunate. I might have just gotten a low roll because now I have to switch out to get Regenerator. What? What is this? He's rest? Is he like rest talk? I don't understand. Okay, so please, please get a high roll. Get a high roll here. Yes! Yes, because now, well, if he goes into Excadrill, I'm switching out, but if he... Okay, great. Great, great, great. Because now I can just go into... I can sack Tornadus. Yeah, okay. Go back into this. And just go for Earthquake. Amazing. Don't flinch me, thank you. Actually, I'm just gonna get Regenerator, and I can just Body Slam this. So this is kind of a lose-lose position for him because, yep, now this gets paralyzed, and Tangrowth walls his team. Yeah, I don't think Choice Scarf Excadrill is too good right now. I would just go with like a normal like Life Orb or Air Balloon attacker in this metagame. Because now, like, no matter what move he locks himself into, he's not going to be able to beat my team. And I actually, like, did a Showdown live with my friends earlier today. But then, I found out that my microphone was not on. So I wasted, like, an hour of content, and I was really frustrated by that. But fortunately, it gave me the opportunity to sort of flesh out this team. Like, before I had Amoonguss, and that just kind of wasn't working. I needed something that was less passive, so Tangrowth provided me with that. Like, Leaf Storm gets a lot of crucial KOs on stuff like Terrakion, Rotom Wash, stuff like that. Does huge damage to Keldeo. So here, just looking at the nature of his team, I'm thinking this is like a Cuss Tap. Skarmory, so I think I'll just lead off with Tornadus, knock off his item, and then go for Heat Wave. And if he leads with Lopunny instead, I can just go into Garchomp and let him take all that Rocky Helmet and Rough Skin damage. Bisharp is a threat as always, but I do have two pretty solid checks in Tangrowth, and like Tangrowth is just so bulky. Even without any defensive investment, it can just tank hits, and so can Garchomp. So yeah, this is probably Cuss Tap. I don't really care too much if he gets off the Stealth Rock because I can spin on a lot of his team. So I'll just knock off the Cuss Tap Berry and go for Heat Wave. Yeah, these guys don't typically carry too much defensive investment, so I'm pretty confident that this will kill. But of course I miss. And he gets off a huge hit with Braver, like, ugh! So now he's gonna be able to switch out, and this is probably Scarfed. But okay, so that I got some revenge hacks there. I got the burn. But I think I can just... Okay, I'm in a fantastic position now because I can just spin with Starmie. Nice, nice. And I'm not going to be too KO'd by Scald. So that looks like Specs damage, 30%. Alright, perfect. And honestly, I'm okay with letting this thing... I don't know, am I? No, I'm gonna go for Hydro Pump, and I miss. What did I expect? But now I can just go for some Stealth Rock of my own. I see he goes for Knockoff, not a big deal. So I can just go for Earthquake on the following turn. Man, missing that Hydro Pump sucked, because I might have been able to kill it with the Life Orb damage, and now like my Garchomp took all of this damage for no reason. But luckily I have Fire Blast for the Skarmory, and I miss. Man, are you kidding me? This is such a terrible game. You can't just do that. Because now his Keldeo just comes in and... I'll have to sack this. Oh, but he goes into Lopunny for some reason. I guess that's an interesting play because he's going to be taking rough skin damage. Really, really interesting play. Because now I can just body slam this, and he doesn't have a lot for Jirachi, actually. Like, high jump kick will do a lot, yeah, but I'm threatening him with protect, so he can't actually go for that. And Keldeo is burnt. And I can easily just go into Tangrowth for that. As he does just go into Keldeo, which is fine. As I can just protect. So yeah, this is my win condition. And I actually might just sack my own Tornadus because... Actually no, what am I thinking? I can just sack Charizard. That's the logical decision. And now I can just go into my... I'm just gonna go back into Jirachi. Because if he goes into Raikou, like it's an easy switch into Tangrowth. As yes, he goes into... This is exactly what I was hoping for. Goes into Tornadus. Dark Pulse, what is this? But fortunately for me, I get the Para, which is really, really nice. And I can just go for... Okay. Now I'm just gonna go for Protect, get some leftovers, and then just go for Wish. Alright, solid. I don't know what Dark Pulse was all about, as he just goes for Thunderbolt. Might be Specs, now that I think about it. That would make sense. But I got my Wish off, and I can just go for Iron Heads once again. I don't see why he would waste his time trying to get Regenerator, as he forfeits. Alright, cool, cool. So we're up to 15, 56, slowly climbing the ladder. Alright, so we got another game against a pretty standard-looking team. The Clayville's gonna be a problem. So I definitely need to keep Jirachi healthy once again. I think Garchomp is a pretty safe lead though. As he leads with Thundurus, okay, okay. So he goes for Taunt, okay, that's fine. I can just go for Knockoff here. I definitely could have taken an HP Ice. I'm max special defense Assault Vest. So he goes into Clefable, perfect. Because now I can go back into Jirachi. Fire move won't do anything to me. And I can just Iron Head or Body Slam. Is that damage? That was a flamethrower. Absolutely no damage. As fortunately for me, I get the Paralysis. And now I can just go into, I can go into Charizard and fire off a Flare Blitz. As unfortunately he gets paralyzed here, not able to get up a Stealth Rock. Alright, nice, nice. As Flare Blitz is an easy 2-hit KO on his Clefable. I don't know why he switched this in the first place and not Azumarill, which would have taken it a lot better. I guess Azumarill is kind of a liability to him because I have Tangrowth, but I still don't see why he had to sack it. So now I can just go into... Yeah, I can just go into this, and fortunately he gets a crit with Waterfall. Not going to matter too much though, as I don't expect him to stay in here, so I'm just going to go for the knockoff Rocky Helmet. Nice, so I can just go into... I can go back into Charizard and just fire off another Flare Blitz, as he goes for Spikes. Okay, I can respect that. As he just goes back into Azumarill. Oh my goodness, that Flare Blitz does so much. I think I'll just stay in and go for Earthquake. As he overpredicts there and goes for Knockoff. But unfortunately, Aqua Jet is going to be able to take me out. But right here, I can just go into, I can go into Starmie and go for Thunderbolts. Yeah, I think that's a good move. I still have plenty of things to take care of Ferrothorn. Excuse me. As I managed to get his Latias in, and actually I don't have any reason to not just go into... Ooh. Please don't be like Sub Calm Line. That's gonna be so annoying to deal with. If these substitute, okay, he's not. He's just Calm Mind, so I can just start Iron Heading this as it's paralyzed. And even if I end up losing this matchup, I can just go into. I don't know why he keeps Calm Minding. That's such a bad play on his part. But unfortunately, I'm not getting the flinches, so that's unfortunate. Okay, now I'm starting to flinch him, but this must be a very bulky Mega Latias, because I'm only doing like 15-16% with Iron Head. So if I can flinch him one more time, he's not going to be able to roost. Okay, he goes into Ferrothorn here. That's respectable. So, oh, this is really nice. I can just go into Garchomp, set up my rocks, and then go for Fire Blast on this. Nice, nice. And like Latias is kind of irrelevant at this point because, okay, he goes for, okay, that's fine, totally fine. So he goes for Spikes again. I think like Tornadus just kind of cleans up here though. Just looking at his team. And he forfeits. Okay, nice. I think we're just going to get one more battle before we call it a night with this really... I really like this team, and Mamoswine is a threat. Holy shit. I kind of want to just lead off with my Starmie, because he has an Umbreon. What is this? I guess it's really late at night. That's the other part. Like, it's not that I'm so low on the ladder, it's just that it's kind of late, and there's not a whole lot of players right now, and some of them tend to be pretty inexperienced, so... But, like, aside from the Umbreon, like, his team doesn't look that bad. It looks kind of competent. Mega Venusaur is pretty underrated right now. But, I think that, yeah, it's definitely like a lead Mamoswine. And I'm not going to play any games with this, I'm just going to go straight for the Hydro Pump. Yeah, that's what I'll do. As he ends up going for Endeavor, which I guess is a decent play on his part. It's just an average play, though. And he's definitely just going for Ice Shard, so I think I can just go into... But he goes for Endeavor again. That's so frustrating, man. Endeavor leads are the worst. Like, don't use them. Don't be a dick. And he goes for Ice Shard. Fuck. This thing punched like... Basically got 2 kills, which is really annoying, but I think I can still win this. So I got my Regenerator back. Keldeo walls a good portion of his team, but I'm just going to go back into Starmie, which unfortunately gets walled by Umbreon completely. But I can go into... Yeah, this is a free switch in for Garchomp, and I can just get up my Stealth Rock, so... I guess the one good thing I got out of that is that he didn't get his own Stealth Rocks up, but I lost an important Keldeo check. But now I can just go into Garchomp, let him take all of that damage. He doesn't really have a good check for Garchomp, now that I'm looking at his team. Like, I guess he has this Keldeo, but... Man, I don't know. This might be a good time to just sack Starmie, yeah. As I go into this, I'm gonna go... Knockoff is completely free. If he goes into Venusaur, I go into Jirachi and just fire off Body Slams. Jirachi's doing so much work against this team. And then if I can get off Stealth Rocks, then that'll be amazing as well. Alright, cool, cool. The only bad thing I can imagine is if he has Sleep Powder. That'll be pretty terrible for me. But he goes for the Leech Seed, okay. I want to paralyze something. That's all I'm looking to do. But it's a 60% chance. It's not a little bit. That's a pretty big chance. But I think I'm gonna get my Stealth Rocks up. But he Well, that's just the worst imaginable thing. He paralyzed my Jirachi and then he toxic to this. Ugh. I can just knock off again. This looks scarfed, just from looking at it. Oh, it's choice specs. Okay. Which I guess is fine. I can just go into... Tornadus is looking like a really threatening Pokemon right now. And I doubt he wants to stay in, so I'm gonna go for U-turn. Ah, nice, nice. I don't have a lot to hit this though. I'm just gonna go ahead and Dragon Tail out whatever he wants to switch in. Probably his Landorus T. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But I miss, which doesn't surprise me at all. Like, oh my god. Like, I get rewarded for good plays with just hacks. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna make a play here. I'm gonna stay in here, take the Lava Plume. Nice, that's what I like to see. So now my Tornadus has become a really big threat to his team. Really big threat. So I think now I can just sack Garchomp because I don't need it anymore. Go into this, go for Hurricane. Ah, that's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. Umbreon, psh, give me a break. Get this out of here. Get this up out of here. And I'm just going to go for Body Slam. Once again, predicting Landorus to want to come in. But I get paralyzed, which is just fantastic. This could take a while. Just us getting paralyzed. But I think there's a good chance Jirachi may be able to pull this one back. Unless that happens. Yes. Yes, flinch him. Hex him. Yes, come on, just keep it up. Just a little bit more. Nice, nice. And Tornadus T is pretty free here, and I think I might be able to knock out... I might be able to knock out his entire team right now. Goes in the Venusaur, I can just go for Hurricane on that. Yeah, so Jirachi really did pull it through. Nice. And he might just go for U-turn actually. But he actually went for Earthquake. Wow. Didn't think he was that savage. But I managed to pull the double back into Tornadus, and as long as I hit this Hurricane, I should be okay. Nice. Nice, nice. So I think this game is over just because... really, really nice. But I miss. But he goes for Foul Play, kind of chokes there. How much did U-turn do the last time? I miss again. As he goes for Wish. I'm not going to let him wish up his... that is annoying. So now I have to play around with this some more. I'm going to go ahead and just knock off his leftovers. I might as well. If I had just hit those Hurricanes earlier, I could have won this game. Alright, yes, yes, that's all I need. Oh my god, of course. Yes, alright. Just a little bit, that's all I just need a little bit more. Did Jirachi really just pull this one back? Oh my god. Yes. Okay, wait. It's still not over. I could still get paralyzed. Oh. That was such a close game. Oh my god. That Umbreon was so fat. I need to get one more battle. One more battle and that's it. So this is the really disgusting looking teams. That Chestnut, Gliscor, but it looks like Tornadus is going to be able to do a lot of work here. As well as Jirachi, I guess a little bit. Okay, I like this. This doesn't look too bad. I can just, I have nothing for this, so I have to Hurricane. And then, unfortunately for him, I get the confusion. Yeah, like, Jolly Dragon Dance Zard just runs over me. As he goes for Roost. Man, why did I do no damage? Oh, it's Tank Zard. Okay, that explains it. So I think here I'll just go into Garchomp and fire off a Stealth Rock. It's really risky for him to stay in, so I don't think he'll do it. But after I get up a Stealth Rock, my own Charizard is a win condition, so that's nice. I'm actually just going to go for Dragon Tail here, see what he does. This might be his... yeah, this has to be a Stealth Rocker. Alright, nice, nice. So I can just go for Earthquake here. Yeah, I don't think there's any risk to me doing that. He stays in. Oh my god, he does stay in. Wow, that was a really ballsy play on his part. He just forfeits. So I think that's going to be the Showdown live. Thank you all for watching, and go ahead and like and subscribe if you enjoyed.